sip wine, wine, wine. Kick my feet up when I get time. And as I recline, take another sip, let my thoughts unwind. Wine, sipping and spilling it. Sipping and spilling the tea. Sipping and spilling it.
What is poppin', everyone?
What's poppin'?
How you niggas doing?
Niggas is doing gloomy like the weather. Like, I understand it's hurricane season, but does hurricane season hit Houston?
Yeah, we've had like 3 big hurricanes or 2 big hurricanes.
Like, in our lifetime?
Yeah.
Like, in our living generation?
Yeah.
Outside of Harvey?
Yeah, Ike was bad. Remember Hurricane Ike?
I don't think I was here for Ike.
Oh, maybe you weren't here for Ike. That's why.
I feel like Harvey was the biggest one, and that's when I got on Game of Thrones.
Okay. Yeah, you weren't here for Ike. Maybe that's why. You don't.
When did Ike happen?
I was in high school when Ike happened.
Yeah, because I was in high school in Iowa.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So I'm over here just like confusion. Like, why is it raining? And it's been raining for the last 3 weeks off and on.
I feel like the cold is okay to deal with when it's not raining.
Oh, yeah.
It's when the cold and the rain is put together equals miserable. And it's like, I feel like, I know it's just the weather, but I just don't feel like people should just go out when it's raining and wet.
And you know what's crazy, y'all? Ashley says this. I tried to cancel today.
Yeah.
So many times. I'm like,
she did.
I'm like, Samantha, you are under the weather. I was like, don't get more sick. She's like, what does the weather have to do with it? I said, because we're going outside. And then I was like, yeah, it's raining over here. She's like, over here too. Like,
I was determined because you know what? You gotta think big, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if this is the episode that makes us go viral?
You know what I was like,
you know?
low.
You gotta think big, bitch.
Low.
So I didn't want to cancel. I didn't want to cancel another episode because we canceled the other episode because you were sick the other week.
I
so
know,
it's
I'm
like
saying we are in flu season and we're in hurricane season simultaneously.
Mm-hmm.
So that shit happens.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas know that.
Mm-hmm.
And we've literally canceled shit for less. Like if you were on vacation or if I was on vacation.
That's not less. That's more. That's thinking big, bitch.
So you feel like a vacation is more than your health?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Very low vibrational of you.
Yes. If I'm on vacation, I'm away. If I'm sick, I'm still here.
But if I'm sick, I want to be
but I wasn't terribly to the point I was just like, I can't function it. You were. I'm not.
Sick for like 2 weeks straight. And I just got done being sick. And I also said, y'all, I said, Samantha, I don't want to get sick again. She's like, oh, I'm not that sick. I took medicine yesterday. I'm like, bro. I just did not want anything to fuck up my fun sway because I finally am at a place.
Let's talk about the real reason is because it was cold and wet outside. You probably didn't want to leave your house.
No,
I didn't want to leave my house either. Let's be for real.
Wet, and I was just sick though. That's really true. And I'm like, with the conjunction of me not smoking hookah but trying to smoke hookah again, I'm like, yo, I'm trying to get back to my addictions. Okay.
Well, bitch, we're here. Okay.
Story time?
Let's get into motherfucking story time. The rise of the lonely men. I've been seeing this article a couple times on TikTok, and I wanted to talk about it because I thought it was pretty interesting. And pretty much there has been a rise of lonely single men due to women choosing healthier relationships, and the internet finds it funny. I just want to say this article is from boardspanda.com, written by a man, actually. So that's why we actually chose this article, because he's talking about y'all asses.
That's a fact.
So there's a couple things of why there is a rise of lonely single men. Dating apps. More men are on dating apps. It says 62% of people on dating apps are men. Mm-hmm. So they're fighting for the few women out there. And it's funny because we always say, oh, there's only so many men. Men have to marry multiple women because there's only so many men out there. But actually, it's more of y'all than
more of them than us.
of us. And this whole time we've been fed that it's more of us than them. Also, relationship standards have gotten better. I feel like as women have been educated, we have our own money, we have our own things going on, that we no longer have to depend on a man for things. We are no longer tolerating certain things that our grandparents would have tolerated. And that's why our relationships are not lasting as long, because our standards are getting higher. Like, for what we have noticed lately, women want emotionally available men who are able to step up, be providers, and also have an emotional connection and not have all the I want to say domestic labor and all the emotional labor relationship on the woman.
Yeah.
Because so far it's always been like, even some women work full-time jobs and still have all the domestic labor at home. And back then when it was able to have a single income family and a woman can stay at home full-time, it wasn't that bad. But even women who work and even women who make more money than a man are still doing most of the domestic labor at home. So that's another reason why y'all are, ended up single. And pretty much it says skills deficits. Pretty much there's like a gap on communication skills, anything like emotional communication. There's a gap on it between men and women. So because we're wanting to have men who have those things and men are just not fulfilling those gaps to get those things, we're choosing to rather be single than to deal with y'all.
And that's so funny because y'all thought that y'all could sneak up on us and act like being married was the only thing we needed.
Right.
Nah, we need husbands that are actually husbands.
Husbands. And it's proven that men live more fulfilled life when they're married and women live more fulfilled life when we are single.
And most times women are, I can't speak for all, I can speak for a good amount, I can speak for myself, I can speak for a handful of girls I do know.
Yeah.
Women are happier when they're single. Like we might go through situationships, we might go through but we're happier because we're able to get out when we get out.
Yeah.
And I think that's the beauty of it. I'm not trying to say that they're wrong, but they're leading on something right. Because I'm like, a man needs to be lonely to understand what it's like to have a partner. And I feel like you appreciate a partner more when you know what it's like to sit in your loneliness. And because most men can jump from woman to woman to woman. Mm-hmm. And women are like always stuck with the emotional baggage of everything. Yeah. And they always said that like nowadays, there was this comedian, he was like, women run. He said women run dating. He said before, he's like, when you break up with a woman, she be so sad and trying to get you back. He said women nowadays, you break up with them, the next day they living their best life with 3 jobs. And I'm like, yes, because with or without you, life goes on. So if you have that mentality that like, okay, I get it, I hear you, let's keep it moving.
Because we're not so much on the I need a man era. Yeah. Our parents' era, our grandparents' era was more of a I need a man era. So a man can get away with being absolutely despicable and was still able to get married as long as he can provide. Yeah. Now women can provide themselves. So it's like, okay, well, if you can't be a decent human being, why would I want to be miserable with you when I can be happy, single, getting fucked by some rich nigga without you? So, yeah, that's pretty much that was pretty much the article, and that's my story time. I appreciate
it. So I feel like y'all should be more.
It's just like, what's the message to guys out there?
The message is definitely just to up your emotional intelligence. Yeah. Have more substance outside of monetary means, and if you're making a connection, make a connection for what it is and not to fill a void in your life. Because at the end of the day, if that happens, you're going to be in the same position. You're going to still be lonely. We're not out here to be lonely. We're out here to have companionship. And companionship is like the number one thing that we all can say we all
need as human beings. And this is other article. It's another thing. And I saw that I feel like this says that most men get intimacy through sex. Men want intimacy, but they get their intimacy through sex. So for some reason, it's harder for guys to be like, hey, bro, I need a hug. And you just hug them. Like, it's hard for men to get intimacy from their male counterparts. Mm-hmm. Like, if I tell you I need a hug, you're not going to question why I need a hug. You're just going to hug me and then ask me later. For a lot of men, like, if his bro be like, hey, I need a hug right now, they'll be like, what the fuck you need a hug for? Like, what's wrong? You know what I'm saying? So because men still want intimacy, but they're not getting intimacy through their friends, they get it through sex. They get it from sex through us. So it's like, how could guys, sometimes they're like,
that's such a weird thing within itself of talking about how men receive intimacy.
Because you notice how some guys can fuck you how they love you. Yeah. And then after that,
fucking you,
it's like, because he's getting his intimacy through sex.
That is
and then
weird.
After it, it's just...
Y'all, please do better. And
I want you to know, intimacy is more than just sex.
Absolutely.
It's spending time together. It's building together.
It's conversations.
It's conversations. It's conquering stuff together. Going through, trials and tribulation together. That's all intimacy.
Trials and tribulations sound too much like Jesus is right by us.
But I'm just saying, like, intimacy is also, like, if you have a problem and y'all can solve it together, that's intimacy. Cooking is intimacy.
There's different levels of intimacy.
And I feel like
that's an episode within itself. itself. Because I didn't
Yeah.
even think about that, but it definitely is.
That is. We
because
should have an episode about intimacy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all niggas ain't intimate. You know
And they
what I'm saying?
ain't, but you know who is?
Us.
We is. And the girls are back at it again with another messy ass episode of Sip and Spill. We crave great conversations. Oh, wow.
Sipping wine.
I go by the name of motherfucking fucked up Sammy.
And I'm ambitious, the baddie, Teray.
3 shots in, yeah. So I am mixing up my words.
So let's get into this motherfucking... No. Follow us on all social media platforms at The Real Sip and Spill, except Twitter, which is Sip and Spill 1. And leave us a 5-star rating.
Rating, 'cause we some 5-star bitches.
Follow us
Ow.
on our reels.
Our TikToks, our YouTube, our Facebook, our Sip and Review Wings, and share and review it. Don't forget our Sip and Spill shop at The Real Sip and Spill shop on Instagram. What else? Yeah, and I'm still suspended on Twitter, guys. So
I love that for her.
Y'all,
you know
can
what?
y'all at Elon Musk and get a bitch back? Because I didn't do nothing.
I love it when you can hate outside of the club because you can't even get in.
I can't.
Like,
I'm permanently suspended, y'all. I cannot get back, and I didn't do anything.
Sammy's like, I could see shit, but I can't post shit. I said, good, because you're a menace to society.
I am not a menace. I didn't do anything.
Honestly,
I didn't do
you have to
anything.
think about it. We are hometown humans, okay?
Mhm.
Compared to the bear people. So for us, they probably dug something up that you'd said years ago.
Probably.
And they was like, this bitch is a menace. Release her.
I used to be a menace, y'all. I did, but I stopped. I changed my ways. I became a better person. I've been chilling on Twitter for months.
I don't be on Twitter, so I can't monitor you and your mouth
I've been.
or your fingers. I can't monitor that. If I see something on Instagram, I'm like Sammy. But if I see something on Twitter, I wouldn't think anything of it. I'm like, just another day in the life of thug motherfucking Sammy. Like,
y'all, I'm not a menace on Twitter no more. But I can't be one anyway.
You can't be because you
I'm
don't
gone.
have access.
I'm gone. He got my ass. But anyways, let's get our would you rather's.
Oh yeah. Oh, would you rather?
Did you call it fun facts?
Oh, I was definitely gonna say.
Are you at season 2?
I'm definitely.
Oh, you said
2.
wine facts. I was like, you should not say fun facts.
No. Okay, would you rather? Yeah. Would you rather?
So, would you rather eat the same breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the rest of your life, or give up the internet?
I'm really good for eating the same food for everything. Like literally, like I have a set rotation of food that I crave.
No, the same thing for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the rest of your life.
Is it a choice of things that I like?
Just one thing that you like. It
can't be like 3 different things for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
The same thing for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
I give it the internet. I'm gonna have to eat the same thing. I'm gonna have to.
Hell yeah, because that's no Netflix, that's no Hulu.
Hello, I'm gonna say,
no
I have to think about it. It's so much deeper than just what we see every day.
Yeah.
I forgot my would you rather. So, would you rather? No, that's why I wouldn't search the Wi-Fi, girl. So, would you rather be an internet sensation or just be famous in real life?
What's the difference?
The difference is either you're famous online or famous in real life, like without the notoriety. So, like, you know people that are, like, big in your city, but they're not, like, big on the internet?
Okay.
Or would you rather be big on the internet, but not be big in real life?
Internet. More money.
Okay.
More revenue.
You don't think that you can make more revenue on the real life?
No, because there's having only people in Houston know me than having people in the entire world know me. Like, I can get sponsorship for people in China, India, whatever, around the world.
Racism.
Whatever it is, it's money, right? So, versus just people here, no, I want to be recognized around anyone can access me on the internet.
I would be okay with being a local celebrity.
I don't really want the celebrityness of it. I think I've told you before, like when this podcast does pop, I would make my Instagram private because I don't want people to be in my personal life. I don't really care.
Would you rather be rich or famous?
I want to be rich than famous. I don't care about being famous.
Yeah, I'd rather be rich as well.
Yeah, so I don't really care about being known in Houston or my state, but I'd rather be able to have access to income. Yeah.
Okay, so let's get into some wine facts. We'll get to some motherfucking tea time.
Tea time.
So are y'all part of the collective? If y'all are not, I'm bringing you into something that y'all know. Come on. Come closer. Today, we are drinking
That'd be funny if he actually zoomed in on you, too.
I don't know if he did, and if he did,
Yeah.
that'd be hilarious. So we are drinking a 2020 California Cabernet. And this is a bourbon barrel aged Cabernet. So I'm really big on having something that has more depth because I feel like we've drank as many wines as we can. We need something that's going to separate it from all of this shit. And so this might be a little bit...
start expanding our horizons.
What, you trying to be a white girl?
Girl, I'm talking about drinking more like Merlots and, cabs and...
This is cab.
And white girls, I guess. too.
White girls like us. I mean, white girls like you.
You said white girls like us.
That's what you said, not me. I didn't say that. You said it. And I just repeat what you said. I promise you, that one did not come out of my mouth. So it says this bourbon barrel aged Cabernet is a dense and complex with a bold finish. Pairs well with grilled lamb. I just cooked lamb a few days ago, y'all, and it was bussin'.
Okay, and you didn't offer me nothing. Okay, see, when I cook and you don't get no food, Sammy, how dare you?
Because you advertise that you cook. I never advertise that I cook.
You cook, you don't say shit.
I don't want no one to know that I ever know how to cook. I want them to think that I burn food every day. I don't advertise food. When you cook, you cook. And are you gonna drive my way to see me to get some food?
You know
I drive into the city.
You know Crew's
close. But for me, it's a drive into the city. You is driving out of the city.
Crew's close. We can just do a little drop off. But I'm just saying, don't let me cook without you eating something. But you can cook.
And
without
I always
me.
got something to say. You right. So anywho, it pairs well with beef and a juicy poblano mushroom burgers and butter and garlic. I don't know where the butter and garlic came from, but I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This is 15% alcohol percentage. And if we're already 3 shots in, all I know is, but I put it open and I thought I'd ring it.
So it's telling me this wine is good for a seafood boil.
This is telling me that it is good for whatever you're trying to do and get the bitches' pussies wet. So come on.
You are a pervert. You know that? Why does everything have to be sexual with you?
Girl, I hope that you keep that same energy. Because if you look episodes, seasons, she looks pairs well with a black dick. Black dick. So you know what?
Sanctified and saved.
No,
I'm not gay no more.
No, I ain't. I'm taking dick again. I'm taking dick again. Bitch ass. Cheers to another messy ass episode still.
Ow.
You would be different so fucking bad, bitch. Fuck you.
I'm a classic man.
It's a lot sweeter than I expected it to be, for it to be a cab.
I'm digging it.
And I feel like it has a lot to do with it being aged in a whiskey barrel. Because, you know, whiskey
is sweet.
And they always...
Bourbon sweet. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they always say the darker it is, the sweeter it is. Cause, like,
what do they say? The darker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
Never heard that day in my life. So let's get into some motherfucking tea time.
Tea time. We're gonna go ahead and talk about Glorilla Hallelujah Woods.
Hi, Gloria. I'm your biggest fan.
So she came out and said that she went on a 60-day cleanse with her friend, and it was like no sex. I mean, no niggas, no alcohol, no nothing, just workout.
Niggas definitely is giving no sex.
Okay, yeah.
So
that's
no
definitely
sex,
no sex.
Alcohol and no what else?
They're working out for an hour every Monday through Friday, and they say they cheat a little bit on the alcohol, but for the most part, you know, they just stick to their regimen. And she said that she came out, she wrote "Fuck Nigga Free" on the 20th of April,
okay,
and it came out on the 29th, and that was 2 days until her fast ended. And she was like, you know, manifesting her dreams helped her. That whole thing helped her manifest her dreams. And I don't know, we don't talk about manifestation so much on here, but I feel like in our real life, we talk about it more and do it more. So I just want to, I'm a big person on speaking things into existence. Like the tongue is so incredibly powerful. And what you say is a direct action of what will happen. So I do firmly 100% believe that fast and her, you know, saying what she was going to be and say what she was going to do, and also cleansing her mind, body, and spirit while doing it is a direct correlation of her popping. And that those things work. And I feel like, shit, that makes me want to do a 60-day cleanse fast. Because, bitch, what?
I know, but I feel like in the world that we live in, I mean, more so our world, because we're in a bubble, because we work in the nightlife.
Yeah, so it's harder.
It's a lot harder to give up sex, alcohol, and work out every day.
Are you saying bottle girls are whores? Because why sex?
I'm not saying that they're whores, but I'm saying that, you know.
I'm joking. No, of course not.
I'm just saying, the emphasis on certain focuses are not there, because like I can say I'm going a whole month without drinking, but I'm like, I can't do that on Mondays.
It's hard.
Mondays we do podcasting, and I'm like, when I'm at work, when I'm not trying to drink, I'm like, they're like, I get the table, get a bottle, take a shot with us. So it's like, it's a lot harder when you are in a
certain lifestyle.
Exactly. And it's not hard, but it's harder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm actually happy that she did it. And I love her. I'm obsessed with her. Everything that she's put out, I have not disliked.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you always can find something about a female rapper to criticize. I haven't found shit about her that I dislike yet.
I like her. I like who she is. Yeah.
So much.
I appreciate the authenticity. I feel like people appreciate authentic people.
That's why we like Cardi B.
That's why we like Cardi B. That's why we like Meg. That's why we like Glorilla. We like with people like these because they are themselves without being like, what's the word, like, about it? Like, bratty about it. Like,
yeah, because
not.
Nicki Minaj, we don't like you. We like your music. I'm so sorry. It might hit you. It might not hit you. If it does,
I don't think Nicki cares, but
she definitely cares. Nicki's the only person that responds to people.
Cardi B responded to people too.
But you remember that whole thing I sent you? The whole thing about the live. She was looking at. She was like, "Why is that? What kind of underwear I got on? Why your hair?" Like she responded to everything I'm responding. I'm like, girl, you are a multi-million-dollar fucking rapper.
Yeah, but you know what? Can we appreciate that the money ain't changed her? She's still the same insecure woman that she's always been. I mean, honestly, for her to be so threatened about every new female rapper who comes in and comes big, you have to be insecure because Cardi embraces them.
Yeah.
You know, she makes songs with them. You slight them.
You make them feel like they gotta work their ass off.
Yeah.
They gotta work with like 18 fucking niggas so they can touch you.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't, like, I can't wait for the day for Nicki Minaj to understand she's Nicki Minaj. And she doesn't do anything to prove anything to anyone. But she's insecure. Let's be fucking for real. It is what it is.
Yeah, far.
So, let's get to Sophia Rosalind. I don't really care about saying her name right. She's a racist white bitch. So, there was a video that came out. I forgot, University of Kentucky.
Yes, University of Kentucky.
So she was verbally and physically assaulting a RA. I think that's what she was. She worked in the front desk.
Yeah, either RA or was the front desk worker.
But I think she was an RA because I think she was trying to get into the dorms. So she might be a RA.
I don't.
Okay, let's not say what. Okay, she worked at the school. Let's just say that.
Yeah, but she was a student.
And also, of course, and you know, if you work at this school and you a student, y'all know y'all don't get paid shit. So, she, for whatever reason, from what I've seen, she was just repealing calling her a nigger. Okay, so over and over.
What happened was she was drunk and she couldn't get into her room because if you were.
So she was an RA then. She couldn't get into her room. She couldn't
get in her room because they had to check and make sure you were a student there. She didn't have her ID on her, like that proved that she was a student of University.
That sounds like RA work.
Okay, well, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she was then she couldn't get in. She was not allowing her in. She stood her ground. She was Rosa Parks. She was like, I'm not motherfucking moving, bitch. And so Miss Sophia got really rowdy and she was like
real motherfucking
she
rowdy.
Was like, you're a nigger, you're a this, you're a nigger bitch, you're And I always like when I hear stuff like that, I always refer to Sammy. Because Sammy's the only person that's closely related to me that I know that ever got assaulted by being called a nigger bitch. And I'm like, I always be saying, it's like Samantha. How do you feel like you were called?
You know what? That's just such a interesting insult because it's like you want to call me a nigger and a bitch.
Like you couldn't pick one.
Why I gotta be a nigger? Like that's just like what?
You weren't called a niglet. I was called a niglet in my life.
Were you younger?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. But
why does that make sense?
Because why would you call a grown ass adult a niglet?
Yeah, you're right. Little back.
What? And you niglet? Nah, we get called nigger bitches. Yeah, getting called that was interesting because it was just like I was so taken aback by it because it was just like one, it was so undeserving because I'm just like, why are you mad? You drunk because your car got your car got declined and I'm a nigger bitch because of it. Like it's so weird how racism just comes out randomly.
I feel like it doesn't come out randomly. I feel like it comes out when they can't use their privilege to
get something, so they go to racist. Okay,
your funds have nothing to do with the reason why you're calling me a nigger bitch
at all.
You're resorting to my color because you can't
and my sex.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then same for her.
That's the thing about Black women. We have to worry about being with racism and misogynistic shit. Like, bitch, we get the short end of the sticks all the time.
All the fucking time.
But I'm sorry. Keep going.
No, but I'm just saying. And then for her, she couldn't use her privilege to, like, get into her fucking dorm.
Yeah, so she a nigger bitch.
And you gotta be a nigger bitch. You just can't just be a bitch. You just can't be just a nigger.
You gotta be a nigger bitch.
She realized that her back was against the wall. Literally, all you could be was a nigger. Because once she wasn't dealing with her, she was getting arrested, and she kept saying it. And sometimes to me, it kind of feels uncomfortable saying the word nigger because I feel like you gotta emphasize and say it with your chest. And I'm like, me as a Black woman that I am, I would be considered a nigger to Sophia. But it's like, you have to make light of these things so they don't offend you.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the problem. Like, why do we have to laugh at ourselves for it to be tolerable in Because if not, even if we don't choose to laugh at it, we're gonna still be called it. So we're gonna either let it define us and rule us, or we're gonna take it, redefine it, and be like, joke's on you. It doesn't hurt my feeling anymore.
Well,
Call me broke.
Really on her because the bitch got banned from her university.
And she lost her job.
She lost her job.
Dillard's. How dare you try to call me a nigger and you work at Dillard's?
You
bitch.
know, so it's like, I see what you're saying about the joke thing, but they do take it seriously because the bitch got expelled.
They only take it seriously when it is
viral.
Viral.
They don't want to be associated with it. Like, the thing is, we all know as a culture, as a country, racism is bad. But we still know that people are racist.
But when you get caught being racist, that's when it's a
problem. When it's a problem. Because they are probably perfectly okay. There are probably other instances of racism that they've said about the school. It's in Kentucky. I'm sure there's been other instances of racism.
Worry about your fucking cousin that you fucking other than a black person, because y'all got bigger things to fucking fry. Alabama and Mississippi. Okay?
All of y'all. So, well, you know what? I really hope, Sophia, I hope you have the life you deserve, and whatever comes to you because you deserve it. Let's get to some bigger things. Miss Young Miami. Miss Carisha, please. Do you watch Carisha, please?
No, I do not.
Okay, I watch Carisha, please. I enjoy it.
So you like ghetto TV. Yes.
Carisha not ghetto. She not that ghetto.
The fact that you said not that ghetto. Like, the thing is, we love it for
I do like some ghetto TV.
I'm gonna say, you watch Zeus. Anyone that watches Zeus, you have a certain taste palette for that type of, you can digest it. I'm literally gonna watch it the entire time, like.
I mean, it's just entertaining.
I never loved a Bad Girls Club. I never liked anything of those. Like, I don't like people of our color, acting our color, of the stereotypes that they give us. Okay. So that's why I can't digest shit like that. I'm like, yeah, that might be your personality.
So when white people do it, it's okay?
No. I mean, we like
you
the
can digest it, you can watch it.
So what?
What about like when white people act ghetto? Like, you can watch like Jersey Shore. There was some ghetto hood rats.
I did not like Jersey Shore.
Oh, I liked it.
I like Jersey Shore for like the first two, because I love the little love stories between, like, you know, Sammy and Ron. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna say, yeah, but I'm like, when you understand how dysfunctional reality TV is, and
how fake it is.
Exactly, you kind of dissociate yourself, because I'm like, if you can't relate to it, it's like, that's why I don't like the Kardashians. The only thing I do like, y'all. I do
not watch the Kardashians.
The one thing I do like, y'all, I'm so sorry, the Real Housewives of Potomac, but they're all black women in luxury. That's why I like it. That's why I like it. Because the Real Housewives of Atlanta is the ratchet version of Potomac, in my opinion.
Okay, I don't watch Housewives. Okay. Anything that's like Housewives, Basketball Wives, all those wives shit, I don't watch. I know like Basketball Wives. Basketball Wives is like one step up from being on Bad Girls Club. Because you're not with these niggas, but you living off their money and their name. I think a couple of them were wives. None of them were wives in Basketball Wives?
I mean, they weren't wives for long after that shit. Because I mean, when Shawnee started, she was a wife. When she ended,
they weren't wives.
When she ended, and then same for fucking Evo. I don't remember her last name because we were talking about her like a few weeks ago. She started off as a girlfriend, as a wife. Okay.
So the show was called Basketball Wives, but not all the girls were wives. I had no idea. I just assumed they were all wives.
No.
But back to Young Miami. So I really appreciate what my Young Miami's showing us. There is a certain lifestyle she's living, and I feel like people are like, oh, she's losing because she's never gonna be with him. He's playing her. So we've always feel like when people don't get a relationship, it's like the woman somehow losing because she somehow wants to be with him. They're like, if Diddy say he'll be with her, she'll be with him. And I mean, that could be the case. I feel like if Diddy say he want a girlfriend, he'll be with her. But there's also something called enjoying the ride. I don't know if y'all have dealt with rich men, but I feel like when you deal with a certain caliber of men, you also enjoy the ride because you're equally benefiting. Even if he doesn't want a relationship, you don't care because you are doing your own motherfucking thing while benefiting greatly from this man. So I think y'all need to just step your pussy game up so you can understand the Young Miami lifestyle because I'm loving it.
And honestly, yeah, everyone is always trying to be like, oh, she got an allowance, she got this. I don't give a fuck what you get out of it. If you are happy and this man makes you feel what you need to feel, bitch, keep living your truth. Yeah, not every man gonna be your boyfriend, not every man gonna be your husband. Some niggas are, like you said, are here for a good time. And I feel like the pressure to always find the right one gets y'all with these niggas that end up beating y'all. You get 3 kids from them, like, and they ain't even got money, okay? So
not to end up beating y'all.
I mean, I'm personally just saying,
yeah, but
like
that's
understand
true.
the situation for what it is. Like, if you know that you're in a situation, understand what it is. If you want to fall in love and you want to and take that L, that's absolutely okay. But understand where you're at and where you're going, and always have intentions on who you're dating. And if she has intentions on dating this man and he has no intentions on dating her, then we can talk about it. But we don't know their narrative, so I'm not going to try to make a narrative for them that I don't know.
And honestly, they've created an own narrative for themselves. I feel like the nigga likes the woman. He posts her. He talks about her. He got her show. He does all these things a man that likes a woman does.
So, but because he has extracurricular activities, they're like, well, you're not official. Do you know she wants to be official?
Do you know that she's getting all the benefits of it? Because Diddy is not, when these other bitches post Diddy don't post none of these hoes.
At all.
Let's talk about Carisha is literally the only person he posts and talks about.
There'll be somebody in our fucking crowd like, oh, that's it to y'all, that's winning to y'all. I'm like,
no.
Y'all are so bitter that y'all want to take somebody else's happiness and recreate what it sounds like to you.
Right.
Bitches that got fucking boyfriends not getting posted. So y'all need to worry about what's going on at home.
Heavy on bitches have boyfriends. You know, women are married to niggas and not getting posted. Let's talk about that.
So I feel like worry about what's going on at home.
Off a nigga.
I'm like, I'm gonna say, what y'all worried about Carisha because she a city girl. Y'all worried about Carisha because she, whatever it looks like to you, it does not fucking matter. Because at the end of the day, she happy, and I feel like we going with happiness, and happiness adds to, I don't know, je ne sais quoi. What do we say? Soft life era. Whatever you want to say.
It looks like soft life to me.
It's giving very much.
It looks like Carisha is living her best motherfucking life and she's happy. Her skin is glowing. She's looking good as fuck. I've never been such a big Carisha fan until she got with Diddy. Because I'm just honestly, like, yes, bitch.
Honestly, you bag Diddy. Diddy is a fucking bag.
And you know what? We don't want to only tie men to monetary value, but
it's Diddy. It's like bagging Jay-Z.
It's like bagging Jay-Z.
Honestly, it's like bagging Kanye.
Still? Didn't he lose like $4 billion?
But you gotta understand, that man still got fucking money. Like for one, I think it was like for one birthday for Kim, he literally bought her stock. And you never, if he buying his woman stock, you gotta know he probably got stock in some shit.
Girl, I don't know about bagging a man with a mental illness.
I mean, it's still a bag. A bag is a bag.
A win's a win.
A win is a win. A win is a win.
He got a mental illness, but he rich. A win is a win.
So that brings us to our topic of conversation.
Soft life.
Soft life era.
So what the fuck is soft life? I know y'all niggas be like, this bitch talking about soft life. What the fuck is soft life? Well, I'm gonna tell you what the fuck soft life is. Soft life is what life can feel like apart from realities of Black women's labor. So pretty much it's just like a life of leisure and not having to be the back of, the emotional labor and of the, everything of the family and, suffer and be the one to sacrifice your time, your life, your will, everything about you to make sure everyone around you is happy and safe. So that's pretty much how it started. So what does it mean to us? So soft life mean to me is, I get the luxury part. Like, yes, soft life also includes a life of luxury, but I think more soft life for me is a life of no stress and low concern. Like, people who know me know I live a very peaceful life. I'm like, if you add any stress or any thing to my life that's going to cause me to be stressed out, I immediately, eliminate you or whatever it is. So that's soft life for me. Me protecting my peace is soft life. Me having to go day by day and knowing that I don't have to be stressed out or worried about things that don't concern me. There's one thing about me being stressed out and concerned about things that has to do with me, but for me to be stressed out about things that it's not only pertaining to me is just, that to me, that's not soft life. And that's not the life that I want for myself. So just having a peaceful mindset and just waking up and just be like, no nigga's cheating on me. No nigga is fucking me over. I don't have a friend that just is constantly backstabbing me. I don't have a friend that just, I know who talks shit about me, but secretly is a hater, but I'm so cool with her. But, I don't have those issues. Yeah. So it's like, to me, that's soft life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like for me, I know we say this all the time. I know it sounds like we are beating a dead horse, but soft life is high vibrations. I feel like you are positive, you are standing within your truth. And also with soft life, you are feeling like you are deserving of everything that is already
Heavy on deserving.
you're deserving.
Yeah.
Because I kept saying, you don't need to struggle to get to where you need to get. Like many times Black women feel this guilt, I feel, in my opinion, if they don't prioritize everybody over them. I've never been the person that put people over me. So for me to feel any type of guilt for putting myself first sounds crazy to me.
She said, I ain't never done that shit before. Get someone else to do it.
Get someone else to do it. No, literally, because I've always felt deserving, because you got to think about the access of luxury and of peace and of happiness is unlimited. And we always act like it's so it has a limit to happiness, a limit to peace, a limit to that. And we don't have a limit to that. So for me to feel deserving of everything that the atmosphere, the universe, myself, my friends, my love life has to offer, that is what a soft life is to me. Knowing that you deserve what you are getting.
Okay. So I guess you kind of already got into what soft life looks to you.
Yeah.
So why is it important?
I think it's important because prioritizing yourself can be the greatest gift you can give to the world. And I always say that you're only as good to others as you are to yourself. And if you are not like pouring into yourself and you're constantly pouring into others, it's always half-assed. It always might seem like it is misguided or misdirected because you're not giving it the full potential that you can give it if you were full within yourself. Mm-hmm. Because if you're giving someone something half-assed, it's coming off of a low self-esteem, low vibrating, low Like when you're not giving someone your best, it's because you're not giving yourself your best. Mm-hmm. And that's why it's not important. It's not important to put other people before you.
Okay.
And I would never put
You never put no nigga in front of you or no bitch in front of you. That's what I said it with
the only person I will put in front of me is my children. And once I have a dog or a cat, wow.
Okay, I feel you. The reason why I think soft life is important because I am tired of Black women feeling guilty for having nice things. And I follow a lot of Black women who are in luxury and, who show their luxurious lifestyles. And they're like, I feel guilty because the people around me are not experiencing the same luxuries I'm experiencing. For a lot of Black people who do get money, who have a certain, status lifestyle, they're the only ones in their friend group and their family group who have achieved that.
Usually. Yeah, usually.
So they feel bad for having nice things or being able to afford certain lifestyles. And I feel like it's important for us to see that and see them doing these things so we don't feel bad for achieving those things. Because what is it about us that we have to feel guilty for being successful or having nice things or and even like anything. It's like we should not feel guilty for being able to reach a certain, lifestyle. So I think soft life and the whole movement is very important for Black women to see that we deserve nice things. We deserve to be happy.
I deserve love.
Mama D told us, I am the B-I-T. What she said, how did she spelled bitch wrong? She said B-I-C-H-T. I forgot how she spelled bitch, but it was wrong. But anyways, back to what I was saying. So Black girls, Black women, it's okay to have nice things. It's okay to share your luxurious lifestyle. And it's okay if you don't have those luxurious lifestyle. Also, I want you to know you can have soft life and
without the luxuries. But luxuries help the soft life.
The luxuries help, but it's not needed. Okay.
And the thing is, luxuries are not just synonymous to material things.
It's not, because I was saying, to me, having a soft life that's peaceful and luxurious to me is sitting in my robe, drinking wine and chilling and planting. That's soft life for me. I'm at peace when I'm listening to my mantras of my, affirmations and telling me, how I'm going to be successful and build my brand. That's soft life for me. Yeah. Making my tea in the morning and writing on my journal of my plans and what I want to do and taking my thoughts out. That's soft life to me. Going to the gym and working out. That's soft life to me. So all these things are not of high monetary value, but it's still of high value in my life.
Yeah. I mean, that's literally, I couldn't say it any fucking better because, That's what it is.
Okay.
So what do you feel like was the shift to becoming soft life?
I didn't know what it was till you said it was probably COVID. Because I feel like during COVID, it was like, okay, that makes sense. Because when COVID happened, we all kind of got into the mode of take care of ourselves. Let's prioritize our, well-being. People were like, working out at home. People were getting more into therapy. People were starting podcasts. People were doing things that, benefited them. So I feel like people were cutting their own hair. People learned that we could, do things ourselves. So when that whole thing happened, I guess it kind of makes sense for how it was a time to pause. COVID was definitely a pause moment for everyone, I think. And we all got a breather. We were able to receive money without working and just got used to.
That was giving soft life. Like
to be able to collect that unemployment without working was the beginning of our soft life. And then we just learned like, wait, we don't have to live like this. We don't have to do the hustle and bustle of going to work and, having 30-minute lunch breaks and just actually having a 10-minute break because you have to drive to where you go and drive back and all that. So we're just like, no more of going to work. We want 4-day work weeks. We want this. So we've all, as a society, has embraced the soft life. But I feel like as Black women as a whole, we're just pushing that to the next level because we just don't want the breaks. We want the luxuries and all the things that come with it,
We want to work from home.
We want to work from home.
We don't even want the job.
We don't even want the job. We just want the money. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think that really was a shift of, okay, like, no, we're not doing this anymore. We're not being
overworked
and underpaid and underappreciated. Like, no, absolutely fucking not.
So do you feel like men are included in when it comes to the soft life era?
No, I don't think we include them. Because every time we talk about soft life and all that, it's women.
Why do you feel like it's because men's life are already leisurely easy?
I think because men don't prioritize life of leisure.
I want to say yes and no.
You think men do?
I feel like men sometimes probably
I think they have it. I think they have it, but I don't think they prioritize it.
I feel like they prioritize a life of leisure so they can be able to date the woman that they feel like would attract that aesthetic.
Okay, but I feel like in order to have a life of leisure, men have to work extremely hard to make a certain amount of money to get the woman that wants that aesthetic. So I don't feel like, to me, soft life isn't working hard and all that stuff. So if they're working hard to making a certain amount of money, unless they have like, a crazy booming business or whatever it is, I don't think men prioritize a life of leisure. I don't think, relaxing and being chill.
You're right. Okay, you're right.
Is a thing men prioritize. But I do think men do want to relax because, a lot of times men don't want to do nothing. I feel like men work so much and work so hard, they enjoy just doing nothing. Mm-hmm. But it's not like important for them to go to spa days and have like
it's very important for us to like make sure we have spa dates. Like we make sure we get rubbed on, make sure that our feet don't hurt.
Our health is good. Our skin care. That's not.
That's not a priority. That's not a priority until they get a girlfriend.
It's not a priority until they get a girlfriend.
That's why I hate y'all niggas.
Yeah, I think soft life could include y'all. I feel like men could have soft life too, but y'all don't prioritize it. Y'all not pushing for the soft life. Y'all pushing for the passport bros going to different countries, getting bitches and fucking all these hoes because American women are too hard and foreign women are gonna, do what we say and fuck us when we want to.
I'm crying.
Yeah.
So is soft life a trend?
I don't want it to be, but I think it is.
I absolutely agree with you. I feel like it's a trend. I feel like right now it's the greatest, highest wave that we can be on. It's very euphoric. It's very like, I gotta put myself first, Lucius. Like it's like that kind of lifestyle. But I think over time we're probably gonna go back to where it's like, prioritizing others. I mean, not me.
Not me.
But you. But I definitely do think it's a trend. I feel like whenever it's popular on TikTok and then it travels over to Instagram, because I don't have a TikTok, so I'm still late in the game. So when I get to soft life, I'm like, I've been doing this shit. This is a trend. like I've been saying fuck niggas get money. What are we talking about?
This is my life. Mm-hmm. So so I saw this article about this girl and she was like completely against soft life, and I'm just like, how you as a Black woman are just so completely against this soft life. And she was talking down on it. So there was 2 things she said about how soft life and why it needs to be canceled.
So one of them that she was talking about is how it's unrealistic and dangerous. And for me, when I was reading over her passage and how she had her quarrels and her issues, she was just pretty much saying that she doesn't want her children to think that you don't have to work hard in life to get to a life of luxury. But I feel that the opposite. I don't want my children to feel like they have to work their asses off to get to that, because I feel like you're going to constantly keep chasing that one high. And I want you to feel like it's your birthright. Like Wakanda. This is your birthright.
Yeah.
To have luxury, to live a life of ease. Like, I'm many times have been out and about, and I see how Black kids, for example, are working at gas stations pumping gas just to get money for their home. My child will never have to experience that. My child will never have to pay rent at my house. My child will have to feel like they're going to have a job to learn responsibility, but you're not going to have to feel the burden that if you don't do it, I won't be able to succeed without you. And I feel like she is more honed on the idea of that she was a second generation hard worker, that her children should feel that. And I would never want my child to feel stressed that I felt in life. So that within itself, I want my child to be from a silver fucking spoon.
I was going to say that I don't really disagree with the silver spoon aspect of life. I disagree with the silver spoon aspect when you create lazy,
unrealistic points of view.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's only unrealistic when you make it seem like everything in your life is easy.
Yeah.
But nothing in people of color's life is easy.
It's not.
Regardless if it's an immigrant or a person that is in
No
United
matter
States.
if you're rich or not.
That's what I'm saying. Your life is
easy.
never easy, because you're gonna still face the discrimination that you get of being the color that you are.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, if I can make my child's life just a little bit easier,
why not?
Why the fuck not?
Yeah, and another thing is she feels like challenges builds character. So she was like saying in the article, like, if you're having a life of leisure and if everything's handed to you, you never have to work hard. You don't understand the value of working hard, and you don't get any character development because you end up being a spoiled, pretty rich, a spoiled, bratty kid. And I get what she's saying to that, because I feel like you can know how to work hard without your life having to be hard. And when I say that, I feel like, okay, for example, Will Smith kids, I feel like they know the value of hard work because they're out there starting charities. They're out there helping the environment. They're out there
Do you feel like the Kardashians understand the idea of hard work?
Without working hard? I do not. Let me not say it, because I feel like Kim does work hard. I think maybe Kim does, but I don't think the other Kardashians feel that way.
What about Kendall, who is on the front lines of being a model? That's hard work.
I don't think she understands hard work, because it's given to her. She's not, struggling booking modeling gigs. She's not doing the grunt work of becoming a model. It was handed to her. So, I mean, I don't think she understands what it means to struggle. I mean, Kim came from having to be someone's assistant. Tape. Well, damn, okay.
I told you, I always correlate her with a sex tape. I'm so sorry.
Okay, well, Kim came from being someone's assistant. She came from cleaning up Paris Hilton's closet.
Facts.
When Kendall came up, they were already there. But
you got to also understand. You also got to understand. Chris married into money because Robert Kardashian had money.
Yeah.
So it's like...
Just because they married into money, they didn't marry into millions. They were a upper middle class family.
Mm-hmm.
So they were rich, but they weren't rich. And then when he passed away...
They became rich because...
I don't think... When he passed away, I don't think he was... They're rich because I don't want to... I don't know people's finances, but I don't know how much an Olympian makes. And Bruce is only known for being an Olympian. I think he was doing public speeches, but I don't really know. I can't count those pockets.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I don't think they were rich. But I felt they were good. They were amazing.
They were good. I mean, for you to have 2 more kids after the fact,
yeah, they were.
When you already have fucking 4.
I mean, broke people have kids too.
I mean, but
remember that lady living in a hotel? She got 24 kids in a hotel.
Bitch, that sounds like Rock's
shit.
mom.
Having money don't mean shit. But like I was saying, I don't think she understands the value of hard work because it was handed to her.
Okay.
But I feel like you can understand the value of hard work, like the Smiths kids, for example, and still have a life of luxury, because they're very rich children, but they're not bratty and snooty about it. And I feel like I don't think there's anything wrong. That's the ideal kind of kids you want to raise. People who understand the value of hard work without being bratty and snooty, but don't have to struggle.
Yeah. That's a good balance. That's what we always say.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are ways to embrace the soft life era and all that and all it entails?
I feel like ways to embrace the soft life and start your soft life girl journey is to learn how to say no. Look, say it with me.
Learn how
No.
to say no.
No. I feel like a lot of times, no. I feel like a lot of times women struggle with the word no.
I don't.
Okay, because we're a different type of breed of bitches. But a lot of times women struggle with the word no. I saw this TikTok because I'm a TikTok bitch. And this lady was talking about how she cooked for her husband. She cooked food and she liked the food a certain way. She liked it with noodles. Mm-hmm. And she said she knew he would like it with rice, but she purposely made it with noodles because she doesn't like rice. She likes noodles. So she made the food with whatever she had, she made it with noodles. And he was like, this is good. But it tastes a lot better with rice. Mm-hmm. And she was like, well, if you want rice, you can cook it yourself. And she was like, he looked at her shocked because old her would have got up and made him the rice because he wanted the rice. But she's learned the word no and was like, you know what? If you want rice, you cook your rice.
Because rice takes longer than noodles, shit.
So I feel like a lot of times women don't learn. A lot of times we're just like, we try to play nice. We try to like do whatever to appease the male ego. Yeah. And a lot of times, if you don't know, we're doing stuff to not hurt your feelings.
Hello.
And I don't know if guys do it for us too.
I don't give a fuck if they do it for me. Because I'm going to be sensitive regardless. So I don't give a fuck.
You don't give a fuck. But I feel like a lot of times we don't do it because we care about your feelings. We do it because we don't want you to hurt us. So a lot of times we are very careful of not hurting a man's feelings. So I need us as women to learn the word no and to use it more and to not feel bad when we have to say no.
Yeah, I never do. So for me, a way to embrace the soft life era outside of saying no, because I wrote that down as well, is take a mental health day. If you know that you cannot do the tasks that are needed of you and or be the person that is needed to show up. Yeah. Just take a mental health day. It is literally going to take you 5 seconds to prioritize a lifetime of constantly just, having this remembrance of you. Like, I should have just not did that day. I should never did it this day. Like when my social media, not my social media. Social media? When my social stamina is low, I make it very known. Like, hey, I don't be on the phone right now. Hey, I don't want to do this right now. But I can text you or I can do this. Like I will try to appease the same of still being able to talk. But if you are not there, don't do it because it's only going to be an effect of what happens when you fast forward and be like, damn, I should have just took a breather. Yeah. And it's like, it goes with her just saying, just say no. Like you do not have to be everything for everyone when you're not there for yourself. Shit, I'm just myself. I'm like,
I just want y'all to know that you deserve it. That's it. Don't got much more to say. Just whatever you feel like the guilty pleasure that you want to take, you deserve it.
And also, because I feel like she's like reading my fucking mind, I literally said, add fun into your schedule. Literally add things that make you feel good. And what are they? The endorphins, the dopamines, whatever the fuck they are. Whatever triggers that happiness in your life, add it in. If it means playing video games, if that means going to smoke hookah, if that means taking a fucking 3-hour nap, schedule it into your day because you make time for everything else. Make time for things that make you the person that makes you you.
And last but not least, give yourself time to get there. There's no rush. If you want a certain lifestyle for yourself, give yourself time to get there. I was watching this TikTok again. I know I'm a TikToker. I'm a TikToker. But this lady, it was an Asian lady. Why did that remind you of TikTok?
Because that's when I was doing that.
The TikTok trend. So yeah, there's this lady on TikTok and she's Asian and she looked amazing for her age. I could not believe she was what she said she was. And she said she didn't become successful. She didn't start getting to who she was until she was 37.
Yikes.
And it was like her family has been her off because I feel like Asian people are kind of like Africans. Like we're like, go to college.
I feel like they're harder than fucking Africans, to be honest.
I think they're on the same level, honestly, kind of. But yeah, it's just like, it's like go to college, become successful, have kids, have children, type shit. So she was like, she was 37, she was single, she had no money, she had no career, whatever. And her family have kind of written off as a loser, like, whatever. And it wasn't until she was 37 till she became who she is now. And now she is more successful than anyone in her family. So it's like that there is like, when I think of like, oh, what's, we've been doing this for so long. What's taking so long? But like, it's never
2 years, bitch, is long.
Oh, okay, whatever. It's not, to me, it's long. But I'm like, what's taking so long? Like, why are we, like, I'm eager. I'm like, I want it to pop. And it's like, it's not time till it's your time. And it's like, I have to like see that to remind myself, it's not time till it's your time. It took her till she was 37.
And I think Walt Disney, it took him till he was like his late 30s as well.
Jay-Z was 27 when he started rapping. So it's like, it's not time till it's your time. So it's like, give yourself time to get there. We always want to, it's always about competition and like, oh, this person's doing this. And I find myself competing, but I have to remind myself like, you know what? It's not time till it's your time. And when it's your time, it's your time.
Ball out, bitch.
You know what I'm saying? When it's your time, it's your motherfucking time. So wait till it's your time. Questions? Yeah, it's going to questions.
So what is your first question?
My question is, if a man said they would no longer, my question is, if men collectively have said they will no longer work hard, they're no longer going to do harsh labor or anything of that, or they're no longer going to be providers, they want to have a soft life. Will we be as accepting?
No. No, you know why? Because the narrative has been so long for them to be the providers. Like that was their.
So men cannot have a life of leisure and
they
soft
can
life.
They can absolutely have a life of leisure, but it won't come from monetary reasons. It will become because their partner gives them a life of like when they come home, they can literally sit down, get a massage.
Yeah.
They'll sit down and do this. I mean, they still got to be a fucking father because I know you're impregnating me if you get in soft life. But I'm just saying, if my man is taking most of the monetary things off my plate, I will do whatever I can to make his life soft.
So hardworking men get soft life at home.
Yes.
That's what you're saying.
And I'm saying men that sit at home don't get soft life because you've been living soft life while I was at work.
Okay.
It's like, that's what I'm saying. So my question is, does it take you being out of your feminine to embrace soft life? I mean, out of your masculine to embrace soft life?
Yeah, I feel like living soft life is being in your femininity. Like, as you said, apparently men can't have soft life. So
I didn't say that they couldn't. I said that.
Men's soft. Okay, so the men's soft life is very different from our
contingent.
Soft life.
It's contingent, absolutely.
So for a man to have soft life, we have to have soft life.
Yes.
Right? Okay. So yeah, I feel like for me to be taken out of my masculinity, that means the man is allowing me to have a soft life. Mm-hmm. So it does take me getting out of my masculinity to have a soft life.
Okay.
Yeah. My question to you is, which celebrity right now do you want his dick picture leaked?
Michael B. Jordan.
Damn. Michael B. Jordan gives you big dick energy?
Michael B. Jordan gives me everything. Like, any time that you ask me about a celebrity that's fine, any celebrity that I want to fuck, any celebrity that I want to
You want to see Michael B. Jordan's dick?
I want to be Michael B. Jordan's dick.
Okay.
Soft life.
That's not soft life. That's hard life. My celebrities, it already got leaked, but I want to see it again. August Alsina, because I know it's big. August.
A big dick don't mean that it's a soft life. That's an entanglement.
I'm not talking about soft life. I'm talking about the dick. August. Let me see that dick one more time. Because I know it's big. You know it's big. You saw it, right?
I didn't see it, actually.
Okay, it got leaked one time, and I need to see it again. It was like, he also posts like side pictures, and the shit be on soft, and the dick is big. The dick is big. Jenny, I see you, girl.
I ain't gonna speak too much on everything, but
I see why you had that entanglement.
I'm good where it's at. So,
August, let me up before you get too sick.
Is, has your life changed since you started embracing soft life?
I feel like I've been doing this soft life shit for a while, so I didn't notice a shift. I've always been a princess. So
you literally just said last episode that you've been a princess all of like what 5-6 years after you was done dealing with that.
That was so long ago. I've been a princess. But they said
soft life.
Years.
They said soft life started in 2010 though.
And I was already dealing with that soft life before that. But ever since broke nigga, I've been dealing with soft life.
And you graduated in what, 2012, 2013? So soft life started after that nigga. So you were in the soft life era. So
before soft life happened.
okay, but I'm saying you're like I've been dealing with that. I'm like so it's only been like X amount of 5-6 years.
5-6 years is a long time. Is it not a long time?
Bitch, I guess.
To be dealing with soft life?
I mean, it's
been, to me, that's a long time. I've been doing this soft life shit. So my life hasn't changed much. I've maintained the same lifestyle. I guess what has happened was my standards has gotten higher.
Yeah.
You know, the amount of soft lifeness I expect
has
gotten way more.
And that's absolutely a fact. Because I know for me, my standards, if I'm gonna put up with bullshit, the soft life better soft life for the bullshit that I'm putting with. Because
if you're gonna put up with bullshit, bitch, listen to all you bitches dealing with broke niggas. If you're gonna put up with the bullshit, the soft life better add up to the soft life to the bullshit you're dealing with.
Yeah.
I don't think I said it right.
I don't think you said it right either. Because it didn't feel right when you said it. Like my heart was like...
The soft life better equal to the bullshit you're giving.
The soft life better it better exceed the bullshit you're dealing with. Because I'm not trying to fucking break even. I'm trying to my soft life be more than the shit I'm dealing with. Mm-hmm. So if I'm dealing...
So you're saying you always dealing with some shit with a nigga? You can never not deal with shit?
You're never not dealing with shit with a nigga.
You're never not dealing with shit with a nigga.
And you're never not dealing with shit with a woman. Let's be real.
Our shit's different though.
Bitch, it's not.
Our shit never be like other bitches or kids or
thank
like
y'all.
Any shit like that.
Following us on this journey about soft life, about what it's like, what it is, how you can get into it, how you can tap into it, what our experience is, what soft life is. And can you please follow us on all social media platforms, the World Sip and Spill, except Twitter, which is
Sip and Spill 1.
And while you're at it, leave us a 5-star rating because we are some 5-star bitches. Ow.
I sip wine, kick my feet up when I get time. And as I recline, take another sip, let my thoughts unwind.